Hello and welcome to the show. Now, you know how much we love talking about love on this show. So we've got another edition of our Black Love series. Today's couple wanted more out of life, so they packed up and hit the road. Now, they have captured the attention of hundreds of thousands of people on social media. Just 1 mile after another. Please welcome to the show the creators of Coupled by the Miles, Mila and Jermaine Horton. Hey.
Hello, how you doing?
Portia.
Good to see you. Thanks for taking a stop here in Atlanta off the road to talk to us.
Well, thanks for having us.
Yes, indeed. Let's talk about this. I want to just dive right in. So, okay, before I dive. So how did you meet? Let's get the cute love story.
Okay. So we actually met through a mutual friend.
Okay.
He was having a get together, and that's when I first officially met my wife. And I didn't know who she was, but I ended up meeting her then. Fast forward to 2018,
Okay.
she ended up having a cabin party. It was her 22nd party, and our friend she invited
Our mutual
mutual friend.
Yeah.
And I just
You showed up
I
and you were
showed
like,
up.
there she is
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
I am winning.
His
Yes.
friend actually invited him to be the DJ at my party.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And once we locked eyes on each other, I mean, it was just instant connection.
It was.
Yeah.
It
So-
really was.
Yes, that was our second time seeing each other. The first time was in 2017. It was at that same mutual
Yeah.
friend. Shout out to Jarvis.
Yeah,
'Cause
Jarvis, you holding it down
low-key-
here.
Yeah. And
So at what point did you guys recognize? I mean, I know it was an instant connection, but when did you guys decide, okay, we're going to take this to the next level, date exclusively, get married? How did you get to the point where you're like, yeah, this is it?
Oh, I just knew off the bat. Like,
Wow.
it didn't take too long. I say like within like 6 months, I knew. I just wanted to be around her all the time.
And I have to say, because I love the fact you are a younger couple, you're comfortable sharing your age, right?
Yes.
So how old were you two when you had the moment?
So I was 22.
Yeah.
And I think I was like 24. I think
Okay.
at the time. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
He actually showed up to the moment that this happened was the moment he showed up to my doorstep one time. It was 9 p.m. at night, and he told me to come outside. We weren't dating at this point. We were just talking. We exchanged phone numbers, and he came out and told me that I need you to come outside. I have something very important to share with you. And he just told me that he sees me being his wife, and that God gave him the vision that we are going to be together.
Wow.
And
were
I
you
was
looking-
like, chill.
You do it too much. You do it too much.
Yeah.
But obviously, at some point, you agreed. How long was it from the moment of, yeah, I see the vision, you're my wife, to the wedding day?
So our timeline was so fast, like it happened so short. So we started dating in 2018, got married 2019.
Wow.
But we got engaged.
And I want to
May.
pause here because you two went to the courthouse,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
you said we're not going to spend a whole lot of money going into debt for a big ceremony. We just
Right.
want the union.
Yes.
Right.
I feel like that's one of the first lessons. Not that
Yes.
the courthouse is good for everybody, but
Yeah.
starting out simple and not with a lot of a burden, right?
Yes.
So then how do we get from the wedding to a truck?
Do you
Because
wanna
you
take
were
this?
living
Okay.
in homes.
Yes. We was living in an apartment. So I was actually at work, and I actually bring my Bible to work.
Yeah.
And I was reading it on my lunch break, and as I was reading it, God has told me that, you got your wife, now you got to go back out over the road. And
Were you a trucker before all
I was a
this?
trucker before,
Okay.
yes. I was a trucker before. And so I was like, okay, cool. Like, I'm just going to bring the idea to my wife and see what she say. And I brought it to her, and she just like, yeah.
And you said,
I was like, if God's telling you to do this, then let's do this, you
Yeah.
know.
really?
So,
You didn't
yeah.
have any hesitation at all?
No, not at all.
Let me
She's
just
very
point out here, our viewers are seeing pictures of you. You are in the Army Reserves.
I was.
You were, okay.
Yeah, I finished my contract. It was a 6-year contract, but I always say I feel like that prepared me for this lifestyle. So I'm a spontaneous girl, so
Yeah.
it wasn't. I was like, I'm down for the adventure.
Okay, so you're down for the adventure. But what did your family say when you were like, oh, yeah, we're about to hit the road?
So my mom was nervous, but funnily enough, my father is also a truck driver.
Okay.
He's a truck driver, and he loves Jermaine because they bond over that.
Right.
So he's like, I know he's
Phew,
a good
you
driver.
hit the jackpot on that
Yes,
one in the
I'm
father-in-law
telling you.
category, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
So he was comfortable. Mom was like, eh.
Yeah, she thought we were going to be out there suffering in the cold. Like, she still till this day calls us and is like, are y'all cold when it's winter? I'm like, Mom, we have heat in the truck.
Right.
We have
And
AC.
we should sit. We are looking inside. You have done some things to make sure that cabin life
Yes.
feels good, right?
Yes.
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 I'm a type of person where you can put me anywhere, I'm going to turn it into a home. I just want us
Wow.
to be comfortable, and I feel like that's what really spoke to a lot of people because they've never seen trucking this way.
Right. And
Yeah.
you had never done trucking this way.
Right.
No.
So, but you just felt like this is okay. I know we can do this
Oh, yes.
in
Definitely.
this cabin.
Yeah.
Yep.
All these miles.
Yep. All these
Yes,
miles.
We definitely had our struggles, and it took us getting into our groove. But
Right.
Once we got into the groove of things, it just comes easier.
And learn how to communicate. Once we learn how to communicate effectively, then it came smooth.
Right. And we're talking about 300 square feet, right, of effective communication.
Yes.
I mean, you
Yes.
guys, you got to figure this out pretty quickly.
Yes, you have to. Yes.
We need each other out there, and so it makes us make up quicker. I mean, and we're in a small bed, so.
Right, right. I want to talk about that because you touched on something that makes us make up quicker. Because it's not like it's always easy. It is still a marriage. So when we return, I know you've got a lot more questions. You know I do. So after the break, Mila and Jermaine are going to fill us in on how they manage everyday life on the road. We're going to talk about that 300 square feet of living space and Mila cooking on the road. Yes. The air fryers and crock pots come in very handy. We'll be right back. Hey there, Portia here. Listen, that was a good conversation, wasn't it? Want to see the rest of it? Just go to portiashow.com, scroll down until you see that particular episode. But listen, before you scroll on out of here, I need you to do me a favor, please. Like, comment, let us know what you thought of that episode, and subscribe. And if you already are a subscriber, we sure appreciate you. In the meantime, we'll be sure to see you on the next episode of Portia, and you can catch us weeknights on Fox Soul as well. Tell your friends. Tell them to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.